first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Play action. Stafford rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going right back to Akers. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Gay's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down to the 42-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many get the Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it brings both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, They got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stafford now to throw.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's got this down to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Easy. Hey.
Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 31, Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Stafford. Touchdown!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gate is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now it's Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Cooper Kupp deep for L.A.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, 22!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
40 gun! 40 gun! 40 gun! 40 gun! Drill right, 22! Drill right, 22!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On second down, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 34. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
Touchdown, LA! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
The 20. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
75 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. And they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stay 50. Zebra. 10.
Stafford now to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Lore. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
A give running right is Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Stafford going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And Gay knocks this one through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure.
In the game, no post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners. You better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Yeah. Welcome to the camp. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King Crown, be lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders, don't hate us. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have crab with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died my fed niggas. With soul food flow that stocks my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I do a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing now. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the side by my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage or $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed. Not a coca key, I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Crystal King better add extra under that. Woo! I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And
from SoFi Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
Jackson's pass.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 26. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Ready.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Stafford's pass intercepted.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Jackson buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 29, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
53, ready. Hey, 50, 59.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Ready. Line 70. Easy, easy. Easy, alert.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies safeties in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Hey, 22!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's personal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. That's into the hands of Prochet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
This returnable for Kupp.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the 2nd half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This one to the left to Higbee.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been...
And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting roar, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey! Zebra! Monday!
Now it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Going up top for Kupp. Well, this This is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And the Rams are likely going to have a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Caught on a slant. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dobbins trying the left side, and he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Kupp now on the return.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, it was...
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. No bitty regular that I pack. 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing